Hi, I'm Mitch Gallagher from Sweetwater, and today I am checking out two very cool Stratocasters with you. The big news today is Fender has introduced the Standard series of guitars. This is a Standard Stratocaster that I'm holding today, and we'll be comparing this to an American Professional 2 Stratocasters. Now, normally you wouldn't compare a $600 guitar to a $1,750 guitar, but it's surprising the similarities between these two guitars and also how well the Standard holds up against that much more expensive Strat. So what we have here is sort of the iconic version of the Stratocaster. 3 single coil pickups, 21 fret neck, maple fingerboard. These pickups are a little bit hotter to my ears. They're very dynamic, they're very responsive. I really enjoy playing them. They give a nice thick fat tone. The bridge is a 2-point bridge, and we've got more modern style saddles, and they actually have a satin finish on them, which makes them very comfortable with your hand rests there. Makes them great for muting strings. You can really get a grip against that satin finish. Rounding things out, top of the neck, we have a micarta nut. Now, as you heard during the intro, this is a big sounding guitar. It's got a lot of bottom end, but it also has that nice clarity and articulation on top. When you dig into it, going to the bridge pickup, that's really going to cut through in a mix. But of course, it cleans up like a good Strat should. Second position, middle position, middle and neck pickups together, and of course our neck position. So a great sounding guitar that sounds great right out of the box. Now I've switched over to the American Professional 2 Stratocaster. Very similar, they're Stratocasters, but there are some differences here. This is sort of an updated modern take on the Stratocaster. A lot of the features that players have requested have gone into these instruments, and it makes them great for all levels of players, but certainly a pro is going to grab this and say, that's a guitar I can take on stage. So in this case, we have a alder body, which is traditional for a Stratocaster. We have the V-Mod 2 pickups, which were designed by the great Tim Shaw. They have a nice articulate top end. They're very dynamic. The frets on this are actually the tall, thin frets, which is the most requested size from the Fender Custom Shop. They're very comfortable. You can really dig in on those. And this has a deep C neck carve with the supernatural satin finish on the back. It feels fantastic. Now that deep C carve isn't a huge baseball bat size, but it does fill your hand nicely, and it's going to contribute some resonance to this instrument as well. We've got a vintage style bridge, but it actually has a cold rolled steel block, which is really going to help with sustain. This guitar is going to sing when you crank up the gain. We've got a bone nut, and the American Professional 2 series does come with a molded case as well. This is a great sounding guitar. If we go to the bridge pickup, position 2, you can really hear that enhanced definition with these V-Mod 2 pickups. Now I'll go to the middle position, which is the center pickup. And position 4 with the middle and neck pickups together. And then back to our neck pickup. It's a great sounding guitar, and it's so responsive. It just rings like a bell. But I have to tell you, the Standard at roughly a third the price, fantastic guitar in comparison. I'd have no problem taking either of these on stage and playing a gig. You can get great tones out of either instrument. So there you have it. Comparison of two Stratocasters, one at around $600 and one at around $1,750. Even though one's a third the price of the other, it's amazing how well it stands up next to it, and it certainly is a completely pro instrument. This new Fender Standard Series, fantastic guitars. Be sure to check them out. Now, if you have questions about the new standards or about any of Fender's instruments, amplifiers, effects, anything from Fender, head over to sweetwater.com, or better yet, contact your Sweetwater sales engineer. They've been hands-on with these instruments. They can give you all the details and help you choose which one is going to be best for you. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Mitch Gallagher from Sweetwater.